What's going on, you guys? So before I get into the video, I'm going to say that this isn't scripted. So if I have any sudden pauses or anything of that according, you guys, I already warned you. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is something I've seen a lot about. And it's that the Xbox exclusives, one by one's going to PC. Is that you know, the good effects that's going to have and the bad effects that's going to have. Well, one of the good effects that's going to have is, you know, it's going to be better. The products of Xbox is going to sell better because, you know, they're opening into a completely different market. And regardless what some console fanboys might make you think, you know, I play on consoles. I am not stupid. I know there's a huge market in PC. If just as big as the console market. And I say console market because I'm including PlayStation, including all that. But, you know, is this really necessarily a bad thing? When it comes to the Xbox brand of the console part, yes it is. You can't give exclusives to certain people and expect it not to hurt your overall sales. But all three big major console developers, Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox, have all came out one point in time throughout all these years and said one thing that they all agreed on. Is that there's almost no money to be made in the console business. They don't make a whole lot off every Xbox One, off every PS4 being sold. You got people like BG, Arsenal, these big PC gamers that primarily game on PC, that they buy an Xbox One for their exclusives. Why don't you guys think of the PC gamers that doesn't buy an Xbox One for the exclusives because they don't want to? They feel like buying a console is not worth the money they're throwing out for a couple exclusives. So you know, if they relinquish that little bit of money that they could have made on that Xbox One, I think the Xbox One makes a little under $50 every Xbox One sold. I can't remember. You know, this was a long time ago. But when it comes to that, okay, so they relinquish that, but they open their market, their games, to a completely different market. There's a lot of PC guys out there that would love to play Halo, that would love to play, you know, Sunset Overdrive, but they don't want to buy an Xbox One. You can't blame them. You know, if you're primarily, I bought an Xbox One first because I'm playing my third parties on it. But if you got a PC and you're playing your third parties on it, there's no point in picking it up for a couple exclusives a year. You know, sure, Xbox and PlayStation have maybe 5 to 6 exclusives a year, but is that worth a $400 to $500 price tag? Which Xbox is $350, but I was going by what I played and what PlayStation is now, $400. So, and then it just comes down to is, do they want to lose that huge market? No, they don't. I think when it comes down to it, Microsoft did this because they have one thing in mind. They're going to do what everyone else does, and I agree with it. They know at the end of the day, there's PC guys and there's console guys. You know, some console guys might switch over to PC by the end of this generation. You can't blame them. They get better graphical games, they get better features. But the majority of them aren't. Especially the casual base, which that's where they make the majority of their money, is the casual. Do you honestly think that a bunch of casual gamers that only come home and just play a couple games a year like Call of Duty is going to go out and buy that a PC for Xbox exclusives when they can just buy an Xbox? No, they're not going to. The only real big thing that is everyone's wondering is how they're going to distribute, you know, Killer Instinct. What was that other one? Gears. Is what service are they going to use? A lot of people think it's going to be Steam. I don't personally think it's going to be Steam because I feel like if they're going out of their way with making a Windows 10 and they randomly gave PC guys, or they're going to give them the same service, why go to their competition on Steam? But you know, there is a lot of collaboration with Steam, so who knows? But here, if it isn't on Steam and it's on Xbox Store on a Windows 10 app, and if it's the same price that console gamers pay, would you guys pay for it? And keep in mind that you don't have to buy a console to do this. You're only buying Xbox exclusives on this. But that's my video. Thank you guys for watching. This is Gaming Addict. Peace.